Hi, I'm Kevin.
And I'm Sergey, and we are the Tabletop Warlords.
Once again, we find ourselves playing a game of
Beyond the Gates of Antares,
the best war game there ever was. And today we will be playing the second of 3 scenarios for the October 5th Antares Day Tournament.
If you haven't watched our first video, you get the hell out of here and go watch it right now. Yeah.
Today we will be playing the second of 3 scenarios, and it is called
The Chase.
The second scenario, The Chase, is a very interesting scenario in that it is oriented lengthwise rather than widthwise. So there is a hunter and a hunted. The hunter is going to deploy by moving on to a short edge of the table on turn 1, no test required. And then the hunted already starts on the table all the way up to the middle line in some cases, and then they must escape on the opposite short end of the board. The hunted, their entire objective is basically to take whatever artifacts they have and escape on that short edge of the board. But then there's an added element. There are 2 more artifact sites on the board in which you can once again investigate, and one of them can potentially be another artifact. The hunter gets a single victory point and a single artifact point for their faction for every artifact that they control by the end of the game. The hunted gets a single victory point and a single artifact point for every artifact they're able to bring off the table by the end of the game. Either faction will gain 2 victory points if by the end of the game they have more artifacts than the other player.
This is a very interesting asymmetrical scenario. There's a lot of weird tactical things you can do in order to win, especially in our case, seeing as neither of us has an artifact. Most of the time, somebody will have at least one, but whoever is the hunted has to get an artifact in order to score any points, and whoever is the hunter also has to get an artifact in order to score any points. So it's going to be a weird match. Also, because me and Kevin don't have any artifacts, usually the person with more artifacts is the hunted, we have to roll off to see who is the hunter and the hunted. So we'll do that on camera, and then I guess we're rolling for choice. It doesn't say in the rules if you like just flip a coin, but we've opted to roll for choice because that seems like the right thing to do.
It's more brutal that
Yeah, exactly.
This scenario is also even more asymmetrical because whereas in the first scenario we both had a 600 point exploration force and a plus force, only the hunter gets their plus force now. So the hunted is going to be a much smaller force. That's why they start them up more towards the center of the table so that they have a quicker escape route. Obviously for this scenario, I will be playing the Concord Combined Command.
And I will be playing the Gar Empire! Sorry, it seems like the right thing to do at the time.
My feelings are hurt and I'm alarmed.
I'm alarmed? Golly gee!
If you want to check out the composition of either one of our forces, make sure to go back to our first video. We show you there.
We're going to take you guys through the battlefield and also show you how our deployment works, because it's actually pretty interesting in this scenario.
Once again, we find ourselves amongst the pan-human ruins of a 5th age. This is our battlefield for Scenario 2, The Chase. The Hunters will start their forces by moving in from turn 1 along this edge that we have decorated with roadways. They don't count as anything, they're just open ground, and they look really super cool. The Hunted are going to start off in 8, I believe, quadrants that take place 1 foot in and up to the middle line, and they're like 12 inch by 12 inch squares. So we'll show that a little bit in the deployment phase. But the Hunted are going to start off right here. Now, like we said in the beginning, we have 2 artifact sites. We got one right here with our little artifact objective marker. This is what the models will have to get within 1 inch to investigate. And then I have another one on the opposite side amongst that scrap. Those are our sites that are going to be what are tempting us as both factions trying to move across the battlefield. Now, the exit point is this 20-inch segment on this other short end right here. Once again, the roads don't count for anything. And this is where the Hunted are trying to get the artifacts to, or just escape in general. Now, we decided we were just for looks going to put some rocky crags on the outside, but they're not really real. We don't want to walk around on them, do we? No, cool. We wanted to make sure to obstruct the field without being too crazy. So what we've decided to have is we have basically light woods annotated with these trees and like the heavy vegetation. That's gonna be right here, and right here. It is difficult ground, which I do believe is -1. I'll check on that. And then it's +2 to your res, and it is a light area terrain, so you can see through it. These are obviously scatter bases just to make the battlefield look nicer. These are patches of broken ground. You can see right over them. The only thing they do is they make you do a difficult ground test, basically, when you go across them. They don't provide res for standing on them or anything. These chunks right here are, are we counting them as ruins? Or?
Yeah, we're counting them as full ruins.
Okay, well that means they're dense then.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
We probably shouldn't count them as full ruins then.
So I don't want to call them as full ruins. They are ruins, but we're going to call them more like...
dense ruins.
Yeah, we'll just say it's like
ruins.
Rubble. So it's +2 to your res. It is a difficult test to get through them, and it's a light area terrain. And that's going to be all across the board. So that's this one, this one, this one in the center, this one right here, and that one right there. This is going to be a rocky field. It's basically the exact same thing as a light wood. Difficult ground, it's +2 to your res, and it's a light area terrain. This is going to be scrub land, as well as this small base and this small base. That means that there's no difficult terrain test. It's +1 to your res, and I don't believe it's light area terrain.
It's not.
We're not counting. Yeah, so our intention is that these do not block line of sight. They just give you 1 res, and that's basically it. So they're just like little patches of bushes. But yeah, so that's basically our field. Oh, I guess we have some rocky barriers right here. They're just the same thing as rocky barriers. I think it's +2 to res, and you can get over it if you move across it with an agility test. So yes, we wanted to make sure to have the field be a little bit obscured, but not too crazy obscured. So we're gonna see if this works out well for us. So this is a difficult decision. And it's almost like, in particular, sorry for sounds all the way, by the way, I live right next to such American things. It's like a baseball field full of people having a good time. It's a hard decision because the asymmetrical forces really makes you, it's like, do you want a bigger army? In this case, so anybody else who is in the entire tournament or just doing this for fun, if you're like me, you've chosen extra infantry. Playing the first scenario, you put yourself at a huge disadvantage because someone could bring like a Concord heavy, like super heavy tank. You can bring a Guard Bombardment Crawler, which is fully upgraded, which by the way is like the most terrifying unit in the game. And so, you know, if you do not have that anti-vehicle presence in the rest of your army, you're putting yourself at a disadvantage, at least in the first scenario. So now I'm like, you know, should I rate that disadvantage by bringing more people and gambling? I don't think the Gar are particularly good at maneuvering, so that's something else to think about. But going back to what I just said, I hate the Gar Bombardment Crawler so very much that I'm going to choose to be the Hunter just so I don't have to deal with it.
So this is the deployment zone. To give you some visual aid, we marked off each square with pins. Each one is a 12-inch square. Only one person can occupy it. If I had more units than I have squares, I would have to fill in from the back, but I don't, so I get to choose. And this was actually a really hard decision. Tectors were easy, I just put them in the back because it'll give me rerolls. These guys are positioned so that they are blocking line of sight to my suits. They're kind of creating a defensive screen because they're pretty tough. I was very keen on the idea of placing outcasts here, setting them up in ambush and shooting the crap out of somebody who came in, but I decided that ultimately, just in case something bad happened, and say these guys burn out or fail their initiative check like they did last time and aren't able to get that objective, then these guys will be able to run some backup. It's a hard decision. This is definitely a difficult and very interesting scenario. I'm actually really excited to play it.
Okay, going into turn 1 of the chase, we got it even. Sergey has so chose to activate both plasma amps on both of his battle squads. So he normally would have 5, but that gives him 2 more order dice. I have 7 total because I have my plus force. So we are dead even with a distortion dice looming above both. Let's get these in the bag and start this game. Okay. Whoa, turn 1.
Yes. I'm going to do an ambush. It's like I said, every decision, I'm already like profusely sweating, not only because I ran a lot in that early clip and I'm out of shape, but because this is very nerve-wracking. Oh boy.
So it begins. Me. For my first maneuver, I'm bringing on my 6-man C3 squad. With an advance, 5 inches from the edge. Shall you activate your ambush?
Obviously. So I am at 5s to hit.
Yep.
I do have my Tectorus. I'm shooting bombs.
So 1 hit and 2 misses.
1 hit and 2 misses. Rerolling 1. Ooh, only 1 hit.
So that's still a D4 hits, and I'm getting 2 hits.
Ambush is not a fire order, right? I don't get +1. So me and Kevin are dumb. It is a fire order when you're doing an ambush, so that 6 actually hit. And the obviously the 7 and 8 did not. So I hit twice, D4 damage. Ooh, 6 hits.
So I only got 5 dice, so we're gonna take
and you were at 8s down to 7 because your hyper light armor gets better for bombs.
Yes. So I will take 2 on the leader, I guess.
That's probably well, no, you have to take 1 on everyone.
Oh, I have 6 people.
And you have a spotter drone?
Yes.
I'm gonna kill the spotter drone.
So now I only have 5. Okay.
So now you have 5.
So 1 on the leader, and the only person that's not taking 1 is the lance. That worked out. So everybody's fine.
You're super good. But you take 2 pins and I killed your spotter. So I'm pretty chill with that.
Yeah, I'm okay with that. But it is what it is. So now I'm going to be returning fire with 6 dice. I'm using normal carbine fire.
Regular carbines,
yep,
okay.
Into them. So I hit on 3s.
Okay.
So and I don't get a reroll anymore. So I hit 1 time.
Okay. So that, I mean, you got what you wanted. You pinned me down to 8s. I'm taking out all my leader. I don't have blue die though. I'm fine.
So you're good. But you do get a pin. So now we just do
a whole lot of nothing for that turn.
So still even. We both use 1 dice. Let's see again.
I'm going to be doing a run order with these guys here. I get 10 inches. Going to kind of try to be as over here as possible to get. Well, no, I'll just kind of get in line with them.
Cool. So we're running.
Yeah, running
in the bag.
It continues. For me. I'm going to investigate this artifact with a run order.
He's within 1 inch of the marker.
Yep, I have to do an initiative test. So 8s. I'm good.
Now it's 1 through 6.
Yeah, 6 and down. It is an artifact.
So this is no longer an artifact. So we now replace that with a compressor container. And this Gar battlesuit has become the most important unit in the game.
Yep. So I'm going to
skirt around that one, because that one you'd actually have to do a test to get through.
This guy, which is my leader, has the artifact.
Okay.
Boom. Oh.
Distortion dice.
It's more likely to hit you this time around.
Right.
And it does.
So it has to force those guys down.
Yep.
They're the only one on the field. So with my next order dice, I'm going to bring in my only real like long range. Everybody else is gonna have to pretty much be running, but these guys can advance 10 because they're the grav shoot equipped drop troops, and they are gonna be firing all their weapons into the scutters to try to get them out of the way. The black and the yellow dice are my 2 plasma lances. They're at -1 to hit, so they're only gonna hit on a 4. Rapid fire with everybody else, strike value 0, gonna hit on a 5. And I get 1 reroll because of the spotter drone. So 1 lucky, 1 hit.
That's actually pretty good shooting.
That's actually pretty good shooting,
pretty great shooting, actually.
So I missed on 3 of those, but I also missed on this,
okay.
so...
yeah, you gotta reroll because you have a spotter.
I'm gonna try to go for the Lance reroll.
Okay. Oh, wow, okay.
So Lance on both non-leaders.
Okay, so I'm gonna roll those right now. So I'm down to 6s. I'm good. Woo!
No, you're down to 6s. Oh, you are down to 6s.
10 down to 6.
Oh my god,
That's so lucky.
So then you have to take...
and these are 10s.
Yeah.
And 2 of them have to be on my leader.
Well, no, 2 of them can be allocated.
Well, I am going to allocate 2 to my leader, and he's fine. And to the last guy, he's fine.
Ugh.
So I do get a pin.
I can't believe you. You're so...
Oh, I got a pin last time too. We forgot to put a pin on. I have 2 pins.
Boop.
Yep.
Okay. You.
I'm going to be doing a run order with my Gouger squad. I want to reposition...
The assault squad.
The assault squad, either one. The operative thing is that they have Gouger guns. This is not a terrain test, if you will remember.
I was trying to be fair. I sort of regret, in all honesty, that we have so many things that don't require tests, but it is what it is. Boom, me. I have performed a sprint with my 7-man strike squad. I must now roll an agility test of 5 or below, which I do not, so I get a pin. Me again. It's another attempted run order by my Ashgar. First, I must pass an agility test to get through the light wood, and then I must pass an agility test for the sprint. So, sprint on red, agility on blue. So, good on all but the
sprint, so you just take a pin.
Everybody's tired.
Everyone's sleepy today.
Guard me.
I'm going to be performing a run order with these guys. The agility test is not that relevant unless I roll a 10 or a 1. I don't... Oh, they actually passed, so they're totally fine to just get right in here.
Okay. So they're now occupying this light wood. You're getting closer to my meat and potatoes over here. Gotta be careful. Me. For my next order, I will be doing an advance with my 7-strong C3 squad. I position them. I'm going to be firing all my regular carbine shots into the scutters, which are within 18 inches, so I'm defective. And then I'm going to split fire with my lance into his assault guys moving up. So I'm going to once again hit on 5s on all these dice. The black dice is hit on 4s, and I get 1 reroll. So nice. I'm getting real lucky with my shooting. Yeah, so all those hit. I get a 1 reroll, and that misses. So your scutters must take this many saves.
Okay. I'll take 2 on the leader, so I'll just do it separate.
Yeah,
so 2 on the leader. So he's fine. And then 2 on regular dudes. They're fine.
Damn.
But they do get 3 pins, and they do have to take an order test, and they're fine.
That's so lame. It's okay though. They have 3 pins.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Oh, and then I need to take a test on these guys, armor test on the leader. He's fine. So they do take a pin, however.
So I want that. That's fine.
Yeah, that was a solid round of shooting.
Still a pretty mild attack, but hey,
it's something.
Pins across the board. Me. The only unit I have left to bring out is going to be my X-Launcher team with an advance order. They're going to skirt right across. And they're going to be doing a fire on this dude right here.
Okay, so roll a d10.
So it's like -2 for overhead. It's going to be -2 for long range. Or probably -1 or...
Yeah, so you're at 1.
This is also -2, so I'm only on a 1 to hit. So 2 misses.
So you miss.
Close.
Yeah.
So
and I'm scattering D10.
It's a D10. 2 inches you hit.
That way.
Yeah.
Brutal.
So it causes a D3 +1 pins. Hopefully my luck from the last game. 2 + 1, or I'm sorry, 1 + 1 is 2. So I will totally accept that.
That's fine, yeah.
So I'm gonna desperately try to keep those guys from running off the field. 2 pins is great. Their leadership is only 8, so now they have a 60% chance not to do anything. Whew! Okay, so...
Me. Going to be doing another run order with these guys. So they're gonna...
Outcasts?
The outcasts, they're sprinting over here. It's no difficult terrain. They're just kind of getting in a better position to intervene Kevin's models.
The last 2 order dice in the bag were just me, Kevin, Sergey's Tectris and Med Probes. So I got 2 Med Probes leading the way next to these guys, and 2 making sure these are all covered. Actually, you know what? I'm sorry. I'm gonna protect my X-Launch.
That's fair. And I put my Tectris just kind of centrally located around Kevin's entire army here.
Yep,
so pretty much everyone will get a reroll.
Boom. Okay, well, turn 2.
I do need to do burnouts. These are pretty important burnouts. Blue dice is going to denote them, and red dice is going to denote them.
1 to 5, they don't burn out.
Yep. Oh,
yes.
good.
Oh, dang. Well, okay, yeah. No, I'm not going to say that to top dice. Okay, so they still have 2 order dice, and these guys, unfortunately, only have 1 now. So that's a lot less dangerous. I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
Going into turn 2, we've lost 1 plasma amp dice, so now the Gar are at 6. Concord hasn't lost a single unit, so I am still at 7, and we still have the distortion dice hanging above us. First dice of turn 2. Me! Come on, Concord! They always fail me when they need to pass the leadership, so these guys I'm gonna have do an advance order.
70%, so he needs 7s
1
or lower.
pen.
Oh, brutal.
I love this tournament style play though.
It's super nerve-wracking.
I literally am so stressed that I'm sweating, even though it's warm, not gonna lie, but I'm losing my mind, guys.
Kevin is at 2s to hit due to intervening and at being at long range.
And I'm definitely not ineffective, so -3 is a normal shot. So
1
2
hit.
hits.
Oh, 2 hits.
And then I'm gonna re-roll. And no. And real quick, this is a tactical thing. I should have definitely split fired to these guys, but it's okay. So you got 2 saves.
Yeah, I mean,
1 is
they
a
don't
lucky.
matter.
So if you fail that one, it messes with your plasma.
Who do you want to put the lucky on?
On non-leader, of course.
A non-leader. Okay. I'm going to take them.
You have to take 1 on a non-leader, and you could have 1 on your other non-leader.
No, but my leader's holding. Yeah, I'm going to take it on my leader.
Oh, I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying.
I'm fine.
So you're good.
So I do take a pin.
3 pins, so now you must pass a leadership test.
And I'm fine, and I lose a pin. Yes! Come on.
So I'm going to be advancing with my drop squads. They can advance 10 inches, once again, because of their grab shoots. So they're going to come right down the middle here.
They're super useful in this scenario.
Yep.
Definitely the right choice.
I wish I would have done 2 of them. Ashcar, great, and I don't have a second one, so that's pretty much what it's all about.
If you don't have the models, you can't field the units.
So I'm going to be split firing. I'm going to have 3 of my plasma carbines shoot at these dudes right here, and then I'm going to have my 2 plasma lances fire at the assault squad.
Oh, okay, that totally makes sense.
So my assault squad is going to hit on 4s, and everybody else is going to hit on 5s.
The lances, you mean, are going to hit on 4s?
That's what I meant to say, yeah.
Ooh.
So that misses.
Not hot shooting, but...
I'll use my 1 reroll on the lance, and I don't. Okay. So you got 2 saves on the scutters.
I'll take 1 on my leader, he's fine, and 1 on another guy, he's also fine.
So you have 4 pins now?
Yep.
So
oh, 1! I lose a pin, so don't get that pin out of here.
You gotta be kidding me.
Oh
my god.
We're heroically brave. Clarence is giving us pep speeches from the background. Fortune be with me. Yes. Obviously, I'm going to attempt to move with those guys.
Okay. So what are you gonna do?
So this is an important roll. 6s or better. Yes. Ugh. So I do get to run. I'm placing these guys here. Well, let's get another difficult decision, but I think this is a pretty okay placement to get me intervening between some of Kevin's models, so that's where we're at.
You. I'm going to advance with my 7-strong C3 squad right here.
And just put mincemeat pie all over this forest.
Yep.
That's a gross image.
Yeah, it's pretty gross. So I am going to be split firing again. So I'm going to shoot 6 carbine shots into your scutters and 1 lance into your
battle squads. Okay.
I get a reroll. So once again, it's going to be 4 on the lance.
Paint the forest green with Gar blood, which I'm assuming is green.
I don't know. I don't know the canon on that one.
Yeah, I don't either. Actually, we should figure that out.
Nice.
Oh, good shooting.
So hit, miss. All hits, so I'm gonna do a reroll on the non-10.
Oh, super cocked.
7, so still. So you have 4 saves on the Scudder, which if you want to take 2 on your leader, you can do that. You have 1 save on the leader and your assault squad.
Leader and the assault squad, okay. So assault squad, he's fine.
You get a pin, so it's 2 pins.
Yep, and then the rest of the guys, I'll do my leader. Ooh, got wild on that. He's fine. Non-leader, he's fine. Non-leader, he's fine.
He's dead. That's a regular shot.
Oh, it's a regular shot?
Oh, no, they're 8.
Oh, yeah, they're 8. Yeah, okay. Sorry. Oh, he's scaring me, Kevin. Oh, God.
Make a 4 or lower to
Yep.
not go down.
Not 2.
You're gonna kill me.
They're invincible.
I hate you so much.
This is karmic retribution for you beating the ever-living crap out of me in the last game.
I did not. You killed half my army.
I did, but
You're grasp on reality.
double points. I don't like losing. Okay, so I'm obviously going to be doing another run order here. It's a 70% chance this time, and I'm good. And I will put the camera down. Okay, so they're going to be doing a little do-si-do here. So that's like 4. Can you put your finger on the 4 for me, bud? 4, and then so I have 6 more inches. So we'll go.
You got to go through that if you want to.
No, here.
You have to cock it out.
Yeah, bow it out a bit. So then we'll put it to 2 here.
6 inches.
And then I have 4 more inches. So we'll just go like right to here, and then
some tomfoolery right there.
Right there, and then this guy.
He's gonna go right
here. Here.
Leader?
Yeah.
Oop, I'm gonna lose this, guys.
Yeah!
I will be shooting with my X launcher. Fire order. And they're gonna catch sight to the drop squad right over here. This drop drone over here. Well, I guess it's to this guy too, so. You mean at that guy. Only 1 will hit. 4 misses. So now it scatters half.
Yeah.
3.
3.
It's
So
gonna for sure hit.
yeah, it definitely hits. So roll your pins. 1 again.
So 2.
So 2 pins.
I'm okay with that. That's all I got. You gotta burn out now and then fail your order test. There's a lot of things that need to happen for you not to immediately win this. So the hand is in the bag once more, and the next person to go is you.
I'm going to be attempting to move with my assault squad here. Well, not move. I'm actually going to probably be doing a run order with my assault squad. But see if they can accept anything. They can. Okay. So I'm charging these guys.
So you must pass an agility
test? Yes. Oh, hold on. Let me think. I'm a dum-dum. I forgot they're in a forest. So I'm actually going to do an advance, like not a dummy. And shoot at these fine fellows over here.
Cool.
So I do need to do an agility test to reposition these guys. And they fail, so they can only move like 2.5 inches. So I'm just kind of gonna.
And then he has to stay within.
It's
5 inches is the minimum range, so he can't get too close.
Yeah.
But yeah, so you get 3 shots. You have 1 pin, so you're at -2 just from the inaccuracy in the pin.
Yep.
So you're only gonna have a 30% chance. So one hit. And you can't reroll the 10.
Yep.
I think you can reroll, right?
Oh yeah, because I have tech.
I shouldn't have said anything.
Oh wait.
Yeah, it hits 3.
Yep. Okay, so 2
you got this.
Others, and you are forced down.
Yeah.
But it's only strike value 1 or 2.
2. So I have 6s.
And I'm well within range, so you're actually down to 4s.
Huh?
4s. I'm just saying.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So 1 guy is dead, but he does get a reroll.
I'm good.
He's good. Okay.
So I get 1.
Well, you are forced down and take 1 thing.
That's not too bad.
No.
That's terrifying. Those guns are crazy.
Yeah.
I'm going to be doing a run order with my Ashkar, and I'm going to use it to charge these dudes. Now, I am also in terrain, but even half of a run will get me there. So.
We'll roll it anyway if you roll a 10.
You're right. So I'll do the agility order first.
Okay, order.
6, so
they pass. Agility.
I have 7.
They pass. And
so there we go.
So that's it, yeah.
I'm gonna burst out of cover.
And attack me thusly.
Yep.
My shooting is going to be pretty dang simple because I'm only hitting on 1s. I'm going to desperately attempt to hit Kevin with bombs. Because that's the only way I could possibly pin him. Double pin him. I do not hit him even 1 time.
My favorite part of the Ashkar. they can get mag lashes. Mag lashes are amazing.
Mag lashes are really
2 attacks, strike value 1. But it's, if you don't read the entry right, it is a hand weapon that you can use in close combat, but it has a 10-inch range. So
yeah, so you can use it in point blank.
Whip cracky, metal, metallic whips that sound terrible. I'm at accuracy 5, so 5's hit, so miss.
Okay, so I'm just gonna go ahead and take a break test right now.
Well, let me see if I want to know if I kill people.
Okay, that's fair.
So
that's fair.
you got 2 on your leader because of the way the math works out.
Yeah,
And you're gonna pass on 9. So you're not. It's not unlikely.
You don't kill anybody, but break test. Oh, I'm good.
So now we do close combat.
And now you eviscerate me.
Because now you have 5 pins.
I have 3 hits on you. I'm at strength 5, I believe. I'll double check if it becomes relevant, but it doesn't because I hit you just 1 time.
I need all those dice back.
Strike
I have
value
once
0.
again 12. Yeah,
Oh jeez.
So I got 12 attacks again.
Strike value 1.
6, 8, 10, 12. Yeah, strike value 1.
Your strength
is 6, so now it's 7, and it's
you charged, 8, so it's 8. Yep.
8's hit. So only that, and that missed this time.
Okay.
So all of those you fail on a 9 or a 10.
Okay, so how many is there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So there's 8. So I'll take 3 on my leader.
No. Oh yeah.
Yep, 3 on my leader. He fails 1. He's fine.
Come on,
and then 3 on. Oh, there's 9 of them actually. So 3 on another guy. He's fine. 3 on another guy. He's fine.
Darn it.
But I did lose that combat, so I have to take another. Well, actually, Kevin, roll your save. I could kill you.
Oh, you have 1 hit?
Yeah.
Mine's 7.
He's fine. Okay, so break test.
So 1 more round of combat.
I pass it again. Okay.
So give me all those.
So here, I'm gonna do mine quick. I hit you 1 time again.
Save 1 time again.
Sweet.
All the dice back. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. I still get 8s because I won the last round and I have a hand weapon.
Yep.
So miss. Ooh.
Oh god.
Come on, Rick.
Okay,
Priestley.
so there's 3, 6, 9, 10, 11 this
4.
time. Yeah, so leader is fine. Regular guy is dead. Okay, so and then last guy is fine. So I do take another pin. Yeah, well, I have to take a break test when I get down to too few units, right?
Yes.
No, I know I'm not at half yet, so it actually doesn't matter.
Well, more pins than
Oh yeah, more pins than units. So break test for that. I'm gone. Yeah. So you did it. It took a while.
It took a lot of hits.
Yeah, but they are dead.
Lashes are so cool.
I do like mag
And
lashes.
you know what's crazy? That's First Blood.
Yeah, it makes me really hopeful to see Gar Outcast wielding like a whole boatload of mag lashes. Can you imagine getting charged by like 14 mag lash wielding outcasts?
Yeah,
It'd be nuts.
Neat. So I'm gonna have my C3 squad, the original one, try to advance. First I have to pass.
Yeah, they're the first ones to come on. They're lagging behind. It's because they got hit by some bombs.
I had a bad feeling that was gonna happen.
So they just go down.
Yep.
Oh well. That's not a huge deal.
Yeah,
well, actually,
huge deal.
okay, it is actually a huge deal.
So,
Hand it back once more. I'm doing an advance here. I need to reposition these guys so more of them are going to be able to shoot because they're blocking each other beforehand.
Death wall.
Yeah, essentially a death wall with a
You
couple.
can stagger them a little bit. Yeah, that's fine. That's good.
So they're firing a bunch of shots, 18 to be precise, at the drop spot.
So you're definitely effective. You get 2 shots apiece, so you're at 5 accuracy, and then you're just gonna have to re-roll all your misses.
I'm at 5s to hit. I have 18 shots here.
So
that was super cocked. Okay, so
wait. Take out the misses.
Yeah, let's.
So
What do you think I was doing?
So now re-roll.
This is also a miss.
Oh, sorry.
Okay.
So that's a lot of hits, but it's a statistically accurate. Okay, so
Miss. Important to note, I did roll a couple 10s here, so I will have to take an ammo check.
Okay, so just do that right now.
Yeah. Okay. Ammo check. They're fine.
Good. So I end up with 7 to weather. So I got 7 hits. I'm going to take 2 on my leader, 2 on a regular guy, 1 on a regular guy, and then 1 on each of the lances. So it is strike value 0, and I am at 7s. So one of my regular guys is dead. Two of my regular guys. Oh shoot! I didn't do that right.
What?
Crap. 50% chance because one passed and one failed, and I forgot. So.
We didn't say what. Let's just reset that.
So if it's the guy with 2 dice, it's 1 or a 5. So no, so it's two regular guys die.
Well, they have
a reroll.
Do they have any mega rerolls?
Oh, okay. And he's good. So two regular guys die, and I take a pin. So that was really rough. So I don't have to take a test though, because I still have
above half casualties.
Yeah, so I'll just do that. And that's rough though. My drop squad just got luggered. Once again, me and Sergey's last few order dice were just the probe. So I'm gonna have these two hug up against these 2 units to get them. This one's a little farther away, and those guys are so far in the back, they're really not that important anymore. And I will have 2 remain next to my X-Launcher team.
Okay, so we have downs and burnouts.
Yep.
Kevin,
oh, you kept your textures in the same spots, basically?
No, I moved them a little.
Okay, they're tracking individual units.
So Kevin?
So,
you have a down order on your...
Yep, so they have a leadership of
8, I think.
These guys are so close that I'm going to use my get up, so they only fail on they only fail on a 10. So I'm good. So they
do get up, and then your other guys over there are failing on a 7. Ha! They stay down and don't lose a pin.
So they are way out of the fight.
Out 1 through 5.
Damn. Yes. So I'm gonna for sure lose.
No, I mean, like I said, they could go down twice in a row. You know, you never know.
I'm a realist. I'm a realist because all you need is one. You could do a recovery order and then just run.
That's fair.
So okay, so we're gonna get all the dice back in the bag. Oh, turn 3. This is incredibly important. I only have 1 more dice, so it's 6v5, and the distortion dice that could screw either one of us over at any moment.
Kids, this is why you save your block until it's important.
This is important.
Don't be like an impatient Kevin. Use it.
Block, obviously.
Block.
Oh, Concord did not. Oh my god. Okay, so I need a 70% chance. I'm going to do an advanced order on the drop squad. Yes!
Okay, so they do go.
Oh! So they get to advance 10 inches because of their grab shoot. And I'm just gonna...
You're gonna get a pretty effective shot off.
Yep, and well, very effective because I'm not gonna have intervening terrain.
Yep.
So, as long as I do this right. So this guy's shwa. Shwa. Shwa.
Okay.
They still have their spotter. So that's where it is. Now I'm going to be firing regular shots. I am obviously in long range still though.
So you're at 4s to hit with a spotter reroll.
I got a spotter reroll and all of the regular shots. So one lucky.
One lucky. So one lucky.
So
who do you want to place it
on? A non-leader.
He's fine.
Ooh. So you do have to test now.
Yep. Ooh. So I do get forced down.
So 1 dice comes out the bag at the last second. The Concord's trying.
Okay, hand and bag.
Oh, sorry. I have acid reflux right now.
Me. So let's try it, boys. I got to roll a 5. It's a 50-50. Good, and I win.
Yep. So he runs off the field and
we could fight this out. I mean, technically by the rules, we should fight this out, but there's no point. So
that means that Sergey just got 2 victory points because he has more artifacts than I have at the end of the game, and he has 1 victory point for,
Yeah, so I have 2 victory points for having more artifacts than Kevin, 1 victory point for getting one off the field, and 1 artifact for getting an artifact.
So the Gar, pull ahead and turn, scenario 2.
Yes.
That's okay. I tried. The burnout was the biggest thing.
Yeah, they refused to burn out.
Okay.
Their Olympic sprinter Gar.
It's tea time.
Yes. That was an awesome game for me.
That was a fun scenario, though.
It was actually
really cool.
And so me and Kevin are always talking about, we're always worried that our videos are too long sometimes, because Gates of Antares games take a while. But this is a super cool scenario if you and your buddies are on a lunch break. You could probably finish the scenario on a lunch break. It took
if we weren't filming, it would have been an hour.
Yeah.
Because it was really
really
fun. I mean, like it's really cool that the hunted start off at the halfway point in the map. I would say, I think my army wasn't like at
no,
a
I actually think your army was good.
Yeah, like it was. But the God's honest truth is that I didn't, like I said in the beginning, I didn't want to tango with his giant vehicle. So if you're playing this tournament,
bring a vehicle, or bring an X howitzer. An X howitzer would be so
that's actually
good in this scenario.
I have one for Algren. It's not fixed.
Yeah,
painted up yet though.
Dude, but if you were putting that D5 pins on me, I would have lost like.
But basically, my tactic really boiled down to I was crossing my fingers and hoping that his suits were going to burn out. And then he just got lucky, and then Sergey rolled fire on his
I really
command
did roll
checks.
fire this time.
He literally rolled, you rolled 2 or 3 ones in the beginning there, so like literally the pins I was putting on him didn't matter.
Yeah, but that too. Yeah, my rolling in this one heavily it's more than makes up for my horrible rolling in the first one. So I definitely have taken Lady Luck. But this has been because that was a really fast win. This is such little casualties. Only 2 panhumans in the form of the drop troopers died as a result, and I only killed the scutters. Yeah, literally. But what an exciting game for like nobody firing guns. You know what I mean?
It was a quick.
It was a cool one.
I would say going forward, we definitely used too much terrain. I got a little nutty. Because
I get it, which is funny because I kept on saying, Kevin, don't put so much terrain.
Like, no, it'll be fine. But I would say we needed to have about the little scrublands should have been taken out 100% because I found myself not being able to draw a line of sight to him really quick, and that one turn that I couldn't draw a line of sight to him that killed it. So that's bad on me. I designed the battlefield, so I would say use less terrain. And then the other thing was that originally, and I said it in the last 2, the ruins, we decided not to require an agility test because we said that would be more fair for the Gar player. That was really stupid logic on my part because the reason the Gar are bad at that is it is a baked-in disadvantage that offsets their advantages. So I really put myself in a disadvantage by stacking the board with too much terrain and then allowing because basically his Gar suits were able to walk around with impunity. That is not how they should operate. Because you saw he actually passed the test to get around the first time.
If you're in a tournament setting, you can place your terrain back and forth. Yeah. If you're facing a Gar player, you're a crazy person if you don't put every single objective marker in difficult terrain. I mean, if you're playing to win, that's the win. But it's not too heinous. It does slow down the Gar player. Only a little bit, that is baked in because since we used the small pieces of area terrain, I would say it would be outrageous to put the objective markers in large pieces of area terrain. So if it's something like this size, the Gar can still jump in with an advantage. And if you think about it, they're not much worse than everybody else.
No, they can move 5 inches with a run.
A pan-human's agility is only 5. Yeah. So a Gar player is only 20% less likely. So it can screw over anybody. It's just, it screws over Gar more. But and screw over your opponent if you're in a tournament.
We always set up our board like mirrored, and especially this one, we set it up before we chose who was going to go. So it's just the way it is. But it was a really fun scenario.
Yeah, I've enjoyed both of these scenarios like a lot. They're both really, really fun, and they're both pretty quick. We were filming the other one, so it takes a while when you film. But if we were just going back and forth, we could probably have knocked out the first one in like an hour and a half.
And even though I lost, I literally will count any game as a win as long as I get to charge people with ash cars or use a full mag whip. I love the mag lashes. I don't know why.
You ruined my weird Doom-inspired chubby scutters.
So scenario number 2, the chase is finished. Sergey's Gar Empire has a total of 3 victory points
and one
artifact point. And the Concord have a total of 2 victory points, so
0 artifact points.
Halfway through the campaign, the Gar have a slim advantage.
Yeah, slight lead.
We're gonna see if they can escape with their artifacts intact.
Hey, if you like our video, go ahead and give it a like. Also, if you like our video, please subscribe to our channel. Also, if you don't want to piss Gremlin off, subscribe and also like.
Other than all that YouTube stuff, if you really do love this channel and its content, consider being one of our lovely Patreons. And on that note, thank you so much for all the support we get from these lovely people.
Gremlin.
Kevin's like, where are they? Where are the
Where are
white
the people? Take your hand out of that bag. All the way out. You feel the warmth on it. Take your hand out of that bag.
It doesn't matter.
I know. 3, 2.